Oh, I'm Grace Ash. I am an elementary education major with minors in special education and psychology. My current honors capstone project idea involves looking into andragogy, so teaching adults, as opposed to pedagogy, teaching children, although I think it's still very applicable. So currently, I am a TA for some FLHD classes, the early childhood education classes, and my professor that I TA for is my capstone mentor. One of these courses, specifically the 2600 class, is the very first one where education students go to a practicum in an early childhood setting. And it is in need of a course revamp, at least in the assignments. And so we had talked about measuring, taking survey data from this fall semester, the end of this fall semester, and then making changes to the course over the summer, and then measuring student data again in the spring after those changes have taken place. And basically what we want to do is we want to change the type of assignments and see if that increases student performance scores and student feelings of self-efficacy. And that's really what I'm interested with research broadly, is resilience, growth mindsets, and feelings of positive self-efficacy and how that impacts school performance. And so this would basically be looking at how do the types of assignments that we provide for adults in school, particularly in this case, a teacher education program, how do the types of assignments impact their feelings of self-efficacy, and how does that relate to their actual performance in the class? I think this matters because it can inform future classes for both adults and for children. Obviously, this would just be looking at university students, but it has broader educational applications. My deliverable for this would be a thesis. I'm hoping to have some concrete data to show. My mentor will be Dr. Brione Nielsen. She's who I'm currently a TA for. I am a little bit worried because I was hoping I would have my proposal written up over break, and some things came up and I wasn't able to get that done. So I'm a little bit worried about my timeline, especially because I'm wanting to gather data from this fall semester's students, which I don't have to gather that data until a little bit later in the semester, but I'm still a little bit worried about having to go through the IRB process because I know that can take a bit of time. But other than that, I'm pretty excited about it, and my mentor is pretty excited about it as well. I'm also a little concerned because there is one other section of this class, of the 2600 class, that I would be gathering data from potentially, but that is with a different professor and it's online only, and so I'm kind of up in the air of if I would include that class or not. So just a few up in the air questions, but aside from that, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this course so I can really start to dive into it and be able to have some support answering some questions, and you know, maybe I could do this or maybe I could do that. I just like getting feedback. And I'm also really excited to see what other people are doing for their capstones. So I am really looking forward to this class.